Yo, what's up, everybody? It is Friday, March 28th. Who do we got here? We got our buddies Corey Connors, Sustainable Packaging Podcast host.
Good morning.
We got Adam Peak, People of Packaging Podcast host, and his PJs.
That's a nice shirt. What are you
That
talking
is
about?
a nice shirt.
Yeah.
Let me let you. Can I let
Got
you
a
know
collar.
something? Maybe after the intro, I'll let you know what's so special about this shirt. How's that
You
sound?
know-
That'll be a teaser for Pack
You
of the
know
Week.
what they say is just because it still fits doesn't mean it's still in fashion. But
Oh, this is very much in fashion. This is the definition of Sky Rizzy.
yeah, 100%.
Not-
All right.
not
And then you
Ohio.
got me, Evelio Montes, host of Packaging Unboxed. We're covering a couple things today. I got a box to unbox for you, which I'm pretty stoked. I am a beauty influencer, so I do get beauty packaging all the time. And we'll talk about some awesome packaging. Hope you join us, drop some questions, and let's get to it. Yo, all right, it's packaging today.
Wait,
Let us
do I
know
get
if you
to tell my
watch
fun
it.
story? It's
No.
going to be like 25 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
So when I was a kid,
Can
you
you
know, how you got, like,
describe for anybody that's listening what it is that we're looking at?
do you know how you have like Hollywood
Yeah.
crushes? When I was a kid, mine was on the animated Maid Marian from the Robin Hood cartoon. I was like, if I could just
Still
yeah,
is.
if she could be my girlfriend.
Mhm.
And then I was like, she's not real. I'm like, I got catfished. I feel like
Isn't she like a literal catfish though? Like,
she's a fox. and
Oh,
she
okay.
was quite foxy.
That's a great crush.
Yeah, I thought so. I mean, Topanga, obviously. But
Didn't we all? Yes.
yeah. Avelio doesn't know about that because he didn't grow up in America.
I
Right.
didn't.
In Okinawa, Japan.
Yeah.
That's right. Cool.
Well, I want to talk about something first, though, because Corey Connors found a really remarkable discovery today that he shared in our Signal group chat.
Yeah.
So tell us what you found, Corey, and who is an expert in this field.
I Googled awesome new packaging, and it came up the first page with a list of videos from Avelio's podcast, Packaging Unboxed, and it was all of his, and from 6 months ago, from last week, so totally impressive how well you've done on social media, Avelio. We're all impressed.
Thanks.
And I think you're a true leader in the space globally.
Look at how great that is coming through.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah, no, it's I mean, it's you guys know how hard it is to come up with content constantly
Yeah.
and focused in like one specific area. And I know there's a ton of people now. There's the meme is, and it's another guy with a podcast, another white guy with a podcast. Like there's a million podcasts out there every single day. There's a million people out there doing content, which is great. Like the more the merrier, as long as it's helpful, as long as it's
I agree.
because I mean, there's also a ton of people out there that are doing content that is just, hey, here's how I went from 0 to 1 million in 3 weeks on this,
Self-serving.
blah blah blah, and then it's like, click on this link and I'll teach you how to do the same thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
buy my course on how to become a LinkedIn master, and I'm like, well, it's taken me 12 years, so my course is gonna be not fun. Like,
yeah, it's a grind. It's a ton of work.
There's no way around it.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
That was so cool.
Oh, I appreciate that. It's I mean, you guys know it's a ton of work to keep going. I do it because it's so much fun. I know you guys do it because it's fun. I love to get to meet just new designers, and I love to meet new manufacturers, and then also kind of getting into some icons of mine of design. I've had an opportunity to speak with Charles S. Anderson, who's been pretty cool. He wouldn't record a podcast, but we did spend like 2 hours chatting.
Who are these people? Who are your heroes? Charles Anderson?
Yeah, Charles S. Anderson's pretty cool. He's done a ton of really cool things. He's really just kind of collected
It's a weird middle name.
design ephemera for years, and has like basically it's like an image library that you can download. Like if you're a designer, you've seen his stuff. I
cool.
had a chance to spend like a good amount of time with a couple other designers. I'm trying to think. Now I'm short for words, but I had opportunity to spend some time with Stefan Sagmeister, who I'm a big fan of when we were in the UK.
Awesome.
And yeah, just like endless. Like the list goes on and on, man.
That's cool.
So
I mean, there's probably an end. It doesn't go on for infinity, as
oh
we've
no,
discussed.
it does.
But it just, there's an end to your list. But that's really, I love it. That's amazing.
So good stuff, man. But
we
pack
should-
of the week.
Yeah, we should recreate one of those videos, right? Meow, with pack of the week.
Let's do it.
Do you want to make
So-
yourself your screen bigger so we can see what you're doing? Yeah, just take us off.
We need to
That's what I was thinking would be a great idea.
How on earth?
You got to spotlight yourself, Charlie.
Hey,
I know. How do you do that? Let's go.
This is amazingly.
I felt so rejected just for a minute.
It used to
Just
be
went
good.
on about it's like, oh, it's so hard to make good content, and we've really been working really hard.
No,
on
no.
it.
We're just gonna
You
do
should be
that.
able to- what happens if you spotlight it? Can you spotlight yourself?
I don't think you can. No.
Then you
can't.
have to dance. You
We'll
spotlight.
go like this. Boom. But it doesn't show anything. They've changed up this whole
Yeah,
we're
gonna bring-
changed.
blaming StreamYard for jacking up the price and then messing around with all this stuff.
Yep.
Son, it is school time, child. Go, what are you doing? You're not
On the
even allowed
bus.
to have your cell phone. Why?
Thank you, young Mr. Peak.
Now you know all about your dad's crushes.
Yeah.
Oh, he's known that.
All right. So I got this box. I show up at my house.
Wow.
I've got this massive box
Corrugated.
sitting on my doorstep.
Just like that, or did it have an overbox?
It had an overbox. Is it backwards for you?
No,
Nope.
we can see it great.
All
It
right, perfect.
says
Is
day ice.
Esaid.
All right, so it's Daisy Beauty. I am a beauty influencer, so
You
I
are.
do get a lot of these things. This is going to hide my beautiful face that uses this product, but it's a super heavyweight rigid box. It's massive, as you can see. It's about a 2.5 millimeter thick board wrapped with a matte laminated paper that's got 4-color process printing. You've got like this pink to purple
Beautiful.
gradient. Yep, you can't do that.
Is that called ombre?
It could be.
No, thank you.
What's up, ombre? And then you've got yellow spot color print with a spot UV over the top of it to let it, get like that reflection happening on there, which is pretty cool. And when you open it,
Wow.
you got full color print on the inside, another spot color here, and then the product is actually this cool Daisy Beauty sprays.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. See how that works? And it's like a little flower. It's body
Wait,
spray
yeah.
for.
I'm confused. Can you make the sound again?
Oh, I didn't. I just sprayed it. See how that works? It's good.
Wow.
My daughter would love that, Avelio. If you don't want it, send it my way.
These are, I don't know. These have like a raised silk, like a silk screen over the top of these.
They're all perfumes.
They're all body sprays. Like this one's pears and patchouli, and there's six of them, and then you've got these big giant bottles.
But is there anything like underneath that
There
tray?
is. There is.
Oh my God, there's another level.
Yeah, there is. There we go. That was a super tight fit. But you've also got this spray here. This is grape and amber, all body, all spray, all deodorant.
Beautiful.
Super nice. This shape here is pretty popular now,
Mm.
right? Having like this almost like inverted, round cornered shape at the top of cosmetics. You're seeing that a lot. I know there was a brand in New Zealand. These guys are from New Zealand that started with that shape, and then Beyonce's line of product, I don't know if it still exists, then came out with the same shape. And there's a lot of issue. There's a lot of heat there where she's copying something that's already existing.
Oh,
But then of course you're like, oh no, she sketched this out years ago on whatever
Yeah.
tour, blah blah blah.
Right. Chris Olsen says that it has a wicked vibe, and I'm not sure if she's inferring the
From Boston.
She's
the
from
movie
Boston?
or
Yeah, she's-
like this thing's got a wicked vibe. That was bad.
I
How do you
think
like
she's
that?
right. I think she's.
How do you like them apples?
It does look like the movie.
This one's collapsed a little bit, so it doesn't pull out quite as easily. But let me get in here.
We're all hoping that Avelia wore pants for the packaging today show.
I don't think everybody is hoping.
We're all.
There are certain fans that
Some people stick around for the no pants.
They might be called only. fans.
That's bad.
Whoa.
Join my OnlyFans.
wow, there's
so
a
you've got
lot of
that.
space under there. That's great.
And then you've got
Oh, I get it. That's
this
awesome.
character.
Okay.
You get stickers. And then there's some
Whoa.
other postcards and stuff in there. But the inside of the box, we'll kind of get into when I do a full unboxing of this product and post it to the podcast.
That's amazing. Like, well done to the team.
Do
And
those have
then-
magnets in it to close?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
You can get it right here, like,
dumb question from the back. Do those magnets hurt recyclability of the paperboard?
it does not hurt the recyclability of the paperboard. The magnets are just are a challenge in the recycling process, right? So this will still go through. Actually, I don't know about this because it's got a full film lamination over the top of it. But when you're going through the pulping process, those magnets do get caught up in the equipment. So it's not that it's preferred, but it's also not rejected because of the amount of material that's here.
Still 95% paper. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, this is pretty rad. There's nothing printed on the bottom. Design.
awesome.
Yeah, these guys are based in New Zealand, so structural design is coming from New Zealand, from Think Packaging. Matt
Yeah.
Boggett over there.
Those guys are
He
great.
does good stuff. You can check him out on the Packaging Unbox podcast. I think we've done a couple episodes together.
He's
Good
one of my
stuff.
heroes. But my list is endless.
Yeah. Well, no, he's pretty awesome. I've known him for I don't know, like 12 years at this point. So definitely a good guy. Check him out on Think Packaging.
Yeah. That's so cool.
And thanks, Chris. Definitely super cool. And I love getting these things. So if you've got a product out there you want to have unboxed on the show, send it along, drop me a DM, drop the boys a DM, and we can do a full unboxing. I got to tell you, Adam, I love your new unboxing videos that you're using your.
Oh, the Ray-Bans.
Yeah.
They're pretty sweet. It makes it easier because like you can tell on this one, like you set up a camera and you're kind of like awkwardly trying to do things. But when you can just unbox from the perspective of actually looking at it and you've got your hands and it was an unexpected surprise, but I've been really enjoying making those.
Can you get them prescription
Uh-huh.
glasses?
You
Oh, wow.
can. I've gone in. I went in actually yesterday to try to pick some up prescription. It's like 2 weeks, but like, do you want to wear those all the time?
No. I think like I feel like I have the OGs and it's going to
Mhm.
be like I think that it's going to iterate really quickly because I was even thinking about it like the meta, the like hey meta thing, to be candid, is terrible. It's not very smart at all. It's not
Not there
very
yet.
intuitive. But imagine if that is tied into like a Chat GPT smart glasses with a really good battery life and extended live streaming, because you can only record or live stream 3 minutes.
Mhm.
So
Wow.
I'm just finding helpful use cases for it. Kids sports are great because then you can just be watching. You don't have your camera up like every other parent. That's been really awesome. Going to the grocery store to prospect is fun because you're just kind of like snapping pictures and taking quick videos. And then they all just, what's that?
You don't look like a weirdo with your phone.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the unboxing videos have been a lot of fun. So
When's the new version come out? Do you know?
I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not like
There's a
following.
ton, I mean,
along.
there's a ton on backorder, but definitely super cool content you're creating that you're sharing with those glasses. So you wouldn't wear those all the time. What kind of a battery life are you getting out of those things?
If I'm using them a lot for like Bluetooth, because it's actually a really great Bluetooth device. So I'll wear them on like walking through the airport or on flights or just like going for a walk on a call. It has really good noise canceling, surprisingly.
Really?
And the audio is
Doesn't make any
nice.
sense.
I know it's
How
strange,
could
but
it cancel noise? That's crazy. Oh, I
um,
see. I see what you're saying. Okay.
yeah. So so the noise canceling of my mic is good, but it's probably 4 to 5 hours of battery. But the case is actually the charging device. So you just put them back in their case. They charge up pretty quickly. Like I said, they're not. I wouldn't be like everybody has to go get them right now. But I've enjoyed the things I've been able to kind of use them for have been pretty good. But
Cool.
there's going to be next year. There's going to be something that's going to be way better. I can almost guarantee it.
Oh, I'm
And
sure.
They're only Ray-Bans?
Yep.
There's other versions of the same thing. I'm sure you can go buy like, kind of like Chinese made versions of them. I don't know.
Well, I'm sure the Ray-Bans are Chinese made too.
100% they are.
There's-
Yeah, but I'm
yeah,
saying like the generic, like
conflict
probably go on Amazon and find a pair for like $30 or something like that, right?
I don't want to have to ask Avelio to redo my logo again, if I get new glasses.
No, it's funny because like the Meta glasses reminds me of this guy, which is this is Magic Leap, which was the first. Those guys came out about 8 years ago, and they were promising, headgear that would change the world completely, all AR, and like the commercial that would come on TV was like all these kids in a big gymnasium, and like a giant humpback whale is swimming through
cool.
the gymnasium in front of them, and it's like in 3D, and you can kind of go through. And then when they actually went and tested the product was like a big piece of
Wah, wah.
yeah, exactly. But they had a couple billion in their Series A, I think it was. It was pretty ridiculous.
Crazy.
But so you never know. Like you have all these expectations, some of these products, and then it just quite doesn't fulfill it. And of course, there's a ton of iteration. It's like the Apple, what were those? The Apple glasses.
Oh yeah.
Everybody rushed out to buy those $3,000, and then everybody returned them because there's no use case. There's nothing to do with.
But it is cool. I like kind of being an early adopter when I can, not because I expect like it's going to be really great. I just like it because then you're sort of part of the journey of it.
Kids.
Yeah, you're part of the cool kids, part of the cool kids club.
You're dropping the alpha with your Sky Rizzy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rizzy shoot.
No cap, bro.
That's old.
Oh,
Apple's
It's
old.
totally
Sorry.
out now.
Ohio. That's Ohio.
Yeah. I think that's gone too. I think we're now into like Indiana.
Toledo. We're getting specific. All right, guys.
You sound so stupid. Sorry, I'm sorry, son, that you might be still listening to
That
this.
you're related.
Dear Gen Alpha, we apologize. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. It's Friday. Do us a favor. Drop the comments. Let us know if you want us to unpack something. If you do have a product you want us to unpack, drop us a DM. We'd all love to go through and check it out. Maybe we'll have glasses to test it out with.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see you guys.
Who knows?